goodness, I haven't picked up my phone to like do a sit down video in a while. I mean, all the videos I've been doing prior to now have just been vlogs, and even this one, even the vlogs I've been putting out of recent of late, they are like videos that have been in my draft since April actually, since April, and life happened, guys. Anyway, if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Ensure that you subscribe, binge watch videos, share with your friends, your family members, on your status, your stories. Yes, tell everybody about this channel. If you're an OG, legit, I'm so grateful for you guys that are always watching my videos. Sometimes I put out a video and I just go back to check and I'm like, I'm seeing one video, I'm like, who's this person that is already and has already watched my video? I've not even posted about it on Instagram to say, oh, you people, I have a new video, come and watch you. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to you guys. Thank you for always watching my videos. It means a lot to me. That's not being easy. I'm not even lying to you. I'm not going to come here to come and tell you that, oh, no, I'm not being consistent. I'm going to try to be consistent. Please, whenever you see my video, whenever it says that you see my videos, please watch both short and long. Please watch. It's not easy. I don't even like to make it for you guys like updates. What has been going on with me, what I've been up to, and yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to say let's jump right to the video or let's just continue. Alright guys, so I left my husband for a whole month. The way I'm saying left, it sounds like something serious. So when we are traveling for a whole month, gosh. When I first heard about the job or when I got the opportunity, I was like, this is a very great opportunity. By the way, I was on a movie set in Abuja, right? So I traveled to Abuja. When I first heard about this opportunity, so when I got the opportunity, I thought about it. I'm like, this is a very great opportunity, but it won't be nice for me to miss this opportunity. And so I just told my husband, like, guy, this, and he looked at me. I was like, can't go. I said, really? I was just grateful to God. I'm like, now, wow. So when you actually get married, you cannot dictate 100% whatever decision is you want to make. You cannot make decisions on your own again. I'm like, really? So I have to ask somebody to be able to say, okay, you can go, it's fine. But anyway, I asked my husband about it and he was like, oh, it's fine, I can go. I mean, we both knew that we knew and we know, right, that opportunities like this are going to come, not just for me, but for him as well. And it's going to require us traveling here and there. We didn't just know that it was going to come this early in our marriage. That was we're 4 months married at the time. So we didn't just know it was going to come as at that time. So it was a little difficult for both of us. And me, I was doing hard guy. My friends were asking me, how is your husband going to come? Are you going to be fine? I'm like, my husband is going to come. It's going to be fine. It's going to be alright. Last. But few days to when I was going to travel. Did I say few days? A few days, like 2 days or a day. So when I was going to travel, and there was one morning I woke up and I was sad. I wasn't happy. And why? Because I felt like what I was thinking, how am I going to cope without my husband? How am I going to survive? This is me when I say my husband is going to be fine. What going to be fine last? I'm like, I'm going to go a whole month without seeing my husband. Jesus. I was so sad. I was almost going to say, am I sure I'm going to go? That was a lie. I knew I was going to go. I knew it was going to be stressful. I knew it was going to be challenging, right? I knew I was also going to overcome them, right? So my husband asked me to go. He gave his consent, if that makes sense, and I was so excited. I should be looking at you guys. I was so excited about this opportunity. So I traveled for a month. As you saw in the last video that I put up, maybe you have not seen it, please go and watch it. I tried my possible best to like prepare meals for him, just so that when I wasn't around, he was going to be able to have things to eat and all of those things. So we survived, we coped, we did, and now I'm back home. I also just want to talk about my travel experience. That was my first time traveling by air, and that was my first time also traveling to Abuja. And one of the things I'm really grateful for is the fact that it was my job that took me on this trip, right? And I was so excited, like I got this opportunity. I could not make like an entire or make long clips of my experience, travel experience, right? But I was able to make like short clips here and there. So when I was traveling, my flight was for 6:30 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning, and guys, I had a bright that morning. Thank God everything went well. It's just put that way. And so, but as at 5, I'd left the house. I and my husband, gosh, I'm so grateful for that man. We had left the house and we were on our way to just say 5, I think 4:30 ish. We're already on our way to my client's location. Thankfully, it wasn't far from my house. So we got there. I think I did a makeup in about an hour, and by 6, I was done. And we headed to the airport immediately. We got there, they checked me in, different things, so many stories. Before then, we were trying to find a way to schedule my flights to the next day, to move it to the next day, but I didn't get any response. So I'm just like, you know what, let me just find a way to work it out. And so by the time I got to the airport, I got a message from my HOD that, oh, my flight has been moved to the next day. And I'm like, oh, I'm already at the airport. In fact, I already got my ticket. All right, so I just thought, you know what, let me just go. Let me just travel today, because I was already at the airport. There was no need going back home and then coming back the next day, right? So checked my luggage. I had excess luggage, and so I paid. And gosh, my husband left me. And so we said goodbye at the airport there. I don't know what's called. I think the waiting area. No, not the waiting area, where you get your tickets. I don't know what it's called. And so I left. Before that time, I had watched several videos on how to pack my load, what should be in my hand luggage, what should not be in my hand luggage, what should be in my box, and all of those things. So I already did my research, packed my load, and did all of those good stuff, right? So I got to the airport, and it was time for us to move to the waiting area and to check in. In fact, when I got to the airport, it was almost time for them to start boarding. Right, for my flight to start boarding, for people on my flight to start boarding. And so we rushed. I got to the waiting area, got past where they were going to check our luggage. We even had to remove our slippers. I'm like, why are we removing slippers for? I mean, people can hide things in their shoes, right? So we took all of those things out. In fact, I was even carrying a box of powders, right, and some other products as my hand luggage, right? So that was for my HOD. So by the time I got there, by the time they were scanning through my luggage, they saw it, and it was a lady that was attending to me. She was like that, oh, what's inside? I'm like, oh, it's powder. My makeup artist were going on a movie set. That's why I have this amount of powder, this number of powders in the box. And she's like, should I stop you? I'm like, no, please. I was like, no, please, don't stop me. And so she was like, okay, I should just go. I'm just thankful to God for that, because I'm like, why is it even an issue? But she didn't stop me. I moved on, ran, checked. In fact, they started calling our names. People that had not bothered, they started calling our names. So I ran, got there, got to where we were supposed to move to, the location where the airplane was. A bus took us. I entered the bus, obviously. Entered the bus, got there, and so immediately I got up on the bus. So the thing is, we're supposed to work in groups, right? So if we're supposed to wear our t-shirts. So I wore my t-shirts that morning at the airport, and by the time I got down from the bus that we entered to where the plane was, I just joined a line. I just saw a queue, and I'm like, oh, I just joined it. In fact, I waited on line for a long time. I was even trying to make some videos. There was even a woman in front of me. She told me to take her pictures. She was taking pictures in front of the plane. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Like, oh. Right? And so that was how I got up. I got into the plane, and then they checked my ticket, and they're like, you're going to Abuja? I'm like, yes. I said, no, that this plane is not going to Abuja. Guys, my chest. This was already 7 a.m. that I think it was going to Enugu or so. Yes, Enugu. I can't remember. I think Enugu. I'm like, you say? They're like, I should come down and go to the other plane. Oh my god! I got down and ran. Thankfully, there was a flight attendant that just came to meet me, helped me carry my hand luggage, and we both ran together. I'm like, I would have missed my flight. I would have found myself in another state. Who do I want to call? What do I want to say? How do I want to start? How do I want to do it? Guys, it's funny now, but when it happened, it wasn't even funny. So I just got in. In fact, they didn't even put me in my seats, like my seat number. They had one of the flight attendants just asked me to sit somewhere, and so I just sat there, and I sat close to the window, and I was just like, I was happy that first I was inside Abuja plane. Thank you, Jesus. Right. And so we started the journey. I was scared. I was overwhelmed. Um, I looked outside the window. I was just like, by the time the flight was taking off, I didn't know. They were like, turn off our phone, blah, 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 blah. So I turned off my phone. In fact, I turned off my phone throughout the flight. Throughout the journey. Why? I don't know. Ignorance is a disease, right? I didn't know. I know better now, right? So I turned my phone off because I wanted to make videos of the sky. Like, the sky was so beautiful. Is this sky? Yes, sky, no, no. It was so beautiful. Like, I was looking at the clouds and I was just like, how can you tell me that an explosion just occurred and then everything fell into place? If you see, you need to see the clouds. Some of them are saying it. You need to see the clouds were so beautifully positioned. I was just like, wow, this is beautiful. But then there, I was just also overwhelmed. I was like, gosh, this is beautiful, right? I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to travel. But then again, I felt so lonely. I felt so alone. And I just thought to myself, like, I'm not going to travel. I'm not going to leave this country without my husband. If at all I want to leave this country. If at all I'm going to leave this country, I'm not going to do it without my husband. I felt so alone. I felt so lonely. I didn't know anybody. So thankfully, there was a woman that sat down beside me. She was like, "Am I a Christian?" I'm like, yes. When the plane was about to take off, she was like, "Am I a Christian?" I was like, yes. She was like, "Oh, can we pray together?" So we did. We prayed together, and that's just somewhat helped me stay calm. Right, so I stayed calm. Got to Abuja, got down, got my luggage, and then we got into the apartment where we were lodged for the job, guys. Hey, that's another experience on its own. This is just my own first time experience of boarding a plane, flying, yes, flying by air or traveling by air rather, and then traveling to Abuja. Abuja is so beautiful. But why is everywhere far from each other? Kilo day. It's really beautiful, it's calm, it's peaceful, but I don't know, Sha. I can never say never, right? I don't know if I want to move there. There was a time in my life I was telling my husband, we had not even started dating at that time. I was telling him that, no, I think we had started dating at that time. I was telling him that I want to. No, we had not started dating at the time. Yes, I remember. It was the next 2 days after they asked me out. I was just telling him that, oh, I want to relocate to Abuja. I want to move to Abuja right now. Abuja is nice. It's really well. If I'm not leaving this country, I'm not relocating. See me. Anyway, the whole 1 month, that's another experience on its own. I started well, guys. I started so well. I was vlogging. But at some point, work choke. I couldn't vlog anymore. I couldn't, but just some clips here and there. I'm definitely going to come and share my experience on being on a movie set for the first time, how it was and everything, right? So watch out for that video. So another thing I want to talk about was how I and Demola were able to navigate that phase of our lives, right? It was tough. I will not even lie. There were days I cried. There were days I wanted my husband. Everybody there knew I was married. Everybody on set knew I was married, but before they knew, it came as a shock. Like, they're seeing this small girl, like, who is this small girl? And then they're seeing ring in my hand. They're like, are you married? I'm like, yes, I'm married. How we were able to navigate that phase of our lives, we had to be intentional. We had to be intentional to just pick up the phone to call ourselves. We did more video calls at the time, and so, but it was still difficult because there were days where our call times were 2:30 p.m. and then we'll shoot into the night, and we're going to end the day or end that day around 2:30 a.m. 3 a.m. and then I'm just getting to the apartment by 4 a.m. I want to sleep. My husband is waking up by 5 or by 6, and me, I'm sleeping the next day. So we did most of our talks and our calls while I was awake or getting ready or in the bus for us to go to the set location, right? And it was good. It was tough, yeah, it was challenging, right? But we got through it. Thankfully, we got through it. We spoke every day, every time. What did you eat? We're asking those questions. Have you eaten today? What did you eat? Did you cook? What did you cook? And did you sleep well? Do you miss me? Yes, we're asking those questions, right? I remember very well there was a time when we were dating, or while we were dating, I needed to go to work. It was on a Sunday. I usually don't work on Sundays, right? But that day, it was Saturday, I was done with work, and my boss just sent me a message to say that we're going to work the next day because we had a video shoot that we needed to go for, and we had already made plans that we we're going to see the next day, which was Sunday. And I just had to text him to say that we're not going to be able to see anymore because I have to be at work the next day, and we were both sad about it. But one of the things that I remember him sending me a message in that Sunday while I was working. I was like, he's so proud of me, and he knows that he wish he could see me as at the time, but he knows that that day, what happened was just like a training for both of us, because eventually when we get married, right, there will be days where we would be without each other. We would not maybe one person would need to travel, the other person would need to travel, and then the other person would need to stay at home, right? So we just knew that was like a training ground for us, as at the time we knew it was a training point for us, right? So we're in a long distance marriage for a month. Please, no. Right, so we just knew that as at that time, that point where in our dating phase, we knew that it was a training for us for when we're going to get married, or for things that were going to come in the future, right? So I mean, it even happened so early, and we're fine. We did it, yeah. I was so happy when I saw him. Like, I was really excited when I saw him at the airport. We were so happy. We smiled, we hugged each other, obviously, and then we went home. What am I laughing? I don't know. And then we went home. That was the end of that phase. It was long, but it ended well, right? So my experience was good. Traveling for the first time. Would I want to travel by air again? Yes. Would I want to work on a movie set again? Yes. I know I said several times I was not going to work on a movie set again, but it's a lie. I want to do it. I want to do it again. If you have a job for me, call me. God, I'm like, I want to do it again. It was so fun. Okay, that's experience for another time. Would I want to travel to Abuja again? Definitely. Would I want to leave the country without my husband? No way. But anyway, would I want to leave my husband for a month again? No, I would not want to. If the opportunity comes, or if the need should arise, we do it again. When the need comes, when the opportunity comes, we'll figure it out. Alright, so thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. The truth is, I am very hungry. I want to go and eat. I made one village rice. Yes, village rice or palm rice or concussion. I don't know. I made village rice and I want to go and eat. That's what has been on my mind aside this video. So I want to go and take my food, eat, and then just watch a movie. Oh my goodness, I really hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you are very well. I hope you're doing well. I hope that things are going on well with you and for you. I just pray that whatever it is you may be going through at this phase and point in your life, pray that you are strengthened. I pray that the joy of the Lord is your strength. I pray that the joy of the Lord is your strength. If you need to talk about anything at all, yeah, I would love to listen. And if I can help, I can definitely help. So send me a DM. Let's talk about it. It's possible that you just want to pray. It's possible that you just want to pray. You just want to rant. Yeah, send me a DM. Let's do this. Let's do this. But I really and genuinely hope that you're good and fine, right? So thank you so much, guys, once again for watching all my videos. Ensure that you like them, you drop a comment or two, and also please subscribe. People, a lot of you are watching my videos, but you're not subscribed. Why? Kilo day. Anyway, subscribe, join this community, this growing community, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm just doing that.